It's just a joke. The worst people in the galaxy the first time were the smugglers in Mos Eisley. Now it's the Capitol residents from Hunger Games. And
Oh, okay.
That was a joke?
I'm
Because
confused.
the movie didn't make it seem like that at all.
Yeah,
I
when
don't know
Rose
if
explains how they bombed, they had experiments on a hometown that got everyone in squalor and killed, and how they keep slaves here, and how they benefit off war, which is immoral. That didn't seem like a joke to me. Like,
Oh, the
Do you
joke
think
the rich
ER's
people
on
are
this
oppressing?
planet?
sorry.
ER's on this planet.
Oh
on
right.
Canto.
I thought you meant our
Yeah.
planet, and I was like, yeah.
No.
He's on Earth.
No, on Canto Bite, obviously, because he's a horrible person, the worst in the galaxy.
I guess the joke is that the rich people are oppressing the poor people.
Is that a joke? What?
I
Don't understand.
don't know, but I have to use the restroom anyway, so you can think about it while I do.
Yeah, someone in the chat even pointed out they have child slaves. It's not a joke.
I don't think it's a joke. Yeah. Well, I'd have to ask what he thinks is. I don't think he thinks that part is a joke. I don't know what he's going for with it's a joke. I don't. Anyway, I'll do some super chats quickly. We'll do all of them until Rags gets back, I imagine. Cinema Wins has a habit of giving passes to stupid decisions made in movies, such as In a Quiet Place, in that the humans are irrational as an excuse. We're probably going to cover that one, because me and Wolf, we don't just dislike A Quiet Place. It's not that simple.
Oh, dear. I hate that movie.
It's so bad. And I understand why it's cool as concept, but it's just so badly written. It's unbelievable. I will light speed through Mount Doom, holdo faggots. I'm late. Have they got to the point where he says being good with the staff is like getting good with a lightsaber because it's the same? Oh god, if he said... we haven't gotten to that yet. We Swedes can be rather red-pilled at times. That means you're an alt-right YouTuber and you'll get your video removed. So don't ever say that. Seems like Rags has the same alcohol tolerance as Dark Matter 2525, 2 beers and trashed. He said there was something else going on. I think Rags has just been using the cocaine. I think that's what's going on. It would make sense. I'm paying you to keep Sargon of Ascorn off our precious EFAP. Well, what about the people who are paying him to keep him on? Because he's been on every episode up till now. He's just been silent.
Yeah, he's quiet. He's been soaking it all in.
Don't know if this dude mentions the hyperspace kamikaze thing. It made me think, why not make hyperspace missiles? Could probably destroy a planet with the right explosives and physics. Yeah, but don't think about it. EFAP more like E621 Rags, you goof. What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Is that a reference to something weird and
Oh,
naughty?
yeah.
It's something you're better off just never looking up.
What, like Eric Taxon's Twitter? Like the kind of thing where you should just stay away from it if you want?
Actually, I would argue that Eric Taxon is worse.
And yeah, Ghost Rhino.
No, yeah, chat, I swear to God, don't look at Eric Taxon's Twitter. If you want your retinas to stay intact, don't look at it.
Why
I'm
is
not-
is his nudes?
Yes.
Ugh.
And of course Mahler had to send it. And I demanded, I like spammed him telling him to delete the message.
I told you, I was like, look at what's on his Twitter. This is, I said it, I thought you'd get banned for that, but apparently you're allowed to do it.
You could have just asked me, do you want to see Eric's nudes? And I would have been like, no, don't say
Why would you ever answer yes to that question?
Well, that's the reason why you shouldn't have just sent it to me.
I mean, I had to traumatize you, Wolf. It's my job.
That's not what I wanted to see, Mahler.
But, you know what? It was unfair for me because I was countering arguments, and then I was like,
Oh, it's unfair for you, but it's not unfair for
because
me.
I was like, let's go to his profile to see, because I thought he'd muted me or banned me. I was like, oh, he hasn't banned me, and then I was like, oh, there's other things on this page. Oh my. And yeah, I wanted you to suffer the same pain that I did. Call me selfish, but I didn't want to suffer
You're
alone.
selfish.
Oh, dear.
You're horrible.
Am I the only one who felt Solo was a checklist? That is, it felt like it was made by a committee, as they say, a film, but it was an incompetent committee. Molly, you're fucking up my math for the EFAP time conversion. Well, looks like we're gonna. We're already 3 hours in. You know, it's still normal. And then
58 minutes in.
And then hi Rags from Rags. That's where I am. We
Hello.
will come back to it at another break. So yeah, just to catch everyone up, the joke against the rich people of Canterbite was just a joke.
Mos Eisley?
Don't take it seriously.
Moss Eisley. Now it's the Capitol residents from Hunger Games. And I don't really care how terrible they are. I want a convertible yacht, space yacht, and I'll do anything to get it.
Why is it a win?
Is it?
He wants the thing in the film. It's a win. I don't understand.
And
Fair enough.
like, how is war is the only thing that gets you this rich? Not like selling and dealing in what the hyperfuel stuff, or being in charge of massive merchant guilds, or spacefaring expeditions.
Morality question here. So it's like you sold guns to these people, and these people are oppressing people. That makes you responsible, or at least you're evil. What if you sell fuel? Are you equally responsible? Because you're selling what allows them to travel. Does that make you evil too?
I mean, if they travel to do bad things.
What if you sell food to the people who are doing bad things? You're keeping them alive by allowing them to eat your food. How far does this go? How does this work? Questions for the ages.
Deplatform the First Order.
War. I'm not even sure how you could be offended by this in our galaxy, since it's so clearly not true. War is profitable, but Bezos, Gates, and Zuckerberg don't sell weapons.
Yeah,
man.
they're way more evil.
Wait, so he's saying you can't connect it to ours because the 1% in our world aren't profiting off war, they're profiting off other things.
Yeah.
Which the point is they're profiting off immoral markets by the film.
But if it's not specifically war,
like, yeah, I agree. Cinema wins. We're not currently in a large countrywide war right now on Earth. Like, I get that, but I don't think the film was saying, you know, during World War II, people who benefited from that, they were dicks. Even though Oskar Schindler was one of the people who benefited from the war up until he decided to actually, like, help people. Assuming Schindler's List is accurate, obviously, I don't know for sure, but yeah, that's a complicated statement to make, and I think it's much more simple than he hopes it is. This film is definitely condemning people who benefit from war or immoral markets, which on paper sounds reasonable, but then you sort of look into it, and again, like I said, it's like if you're a hot dog fucking stand and you sell a hot dog to Darth Vader, does that make you immoral? Or does that just make you a hot dog stand?
No platform for Nazis.
Sound like Marge Simpson when you said that.
They sell something much worse. Material and immaterial happiness. Social commentary. Don't at me.
What?
You just said it wasn't, though.
Unless
he's joking, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Kind of difficult to
Zuckerberg
follow.
don't sell weapons, man. Ironically, they sell something much worse. Material and immaterial.
Oh, he's saying that Zuckerberg and the rest in our world sell material and immaterial happiness.
So
happiness.
Any kind of happiness is worse than selling weapons?
I don't know what he's saying here because he ends with like a joke.
Social commentary.
Social commentary. It's like
But what's the comment?
I don't know.
Is
Orange Man bad?
Selling happiness is worse than selling weapons to space Nazis?
I don't know.
Don't at me. I love Amazon. BB-8 is acting lethargic because his belly is filled with gold coins.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, I agree.
Like, say what you will about Canto Bight. I can't help but see it as just an expertly crafted, thorough scene.
So that's a play on words rather than an actual argument.
What you will about Canto Bight. I can't help.
Yeah.
He just defended Canto Bight.
Well,
not even like the most fervent TLJ defenders defend Canto Bight.
I Hate Everything defended it. He said, hey, at least it's not long.
That's not much of a defense, though.
My favorite defense. But look what he said. I can't help but see it as a Justin expertly crafted, thorough scene. Justin Thoreau is the guy who plays the guy with the pendant. So he basically spent his time in Canto Bight not defending Canto Bight.
The guy with the pendant?
Yeah, the pin, whatever it is.
Justin Paul Thoreau is an American actor, comedian, film producer, and screenwriter known for his work with film director David Lynch in Mulholland Drive and Inland Empire. What does this have to do with anything? I don't understand. He's also known as screenwriter for films such as Tropic Thunder and Iron Man 2.
He's making the
best Iron Man.
Weird play. He's saying it's just an expertly crafted, thorough scene. Get it?
No, I get that it's wordplay, but what is the play?
Justin Thoreau is the guy's name. And it
the
also
name of the actor with the thing in the movie.
If you replace, I can't help but see. Wait, I can't help but see as Justin. Okay, wait a minute. I think is this supposed to be? I can't help but see it as a Justin. No.
No,
Someone help me
I'm
out
just
here.
trying to figure out what the joke is. Like,
He's
I
replaced
get that it's wordplay.
He's replaced
I
thorough
understand
with thorough.
just
Obviously.
an expertly crafted, thorough scene. I get it.
Oh, the in replaced with an. Right, I get it. But yeah, so he's. Are you asking what the other side of it is? If
no, like I understand what words he's replacing. I don't understand what the fucking joke is.
It's a wordplay. That's that alone.
It's a wordplay that goes nowhere, though.
It's Justin.
What do you want me to say? That's the joke. I'm sorry.
Justin, someone in the chat said he's the guy throwing the dice.
Oh,
yeah, he's the
well,
guy.
that's
Like
fine.
I said,
You put the actor's name in a sentence that means nothing.
You defended Canto Bite for this?
well, I'm assuming he's going to add a win on the counter after this, even though this is a meta line about an actor, and then he's so. Wait for
Let's
it.
see it as just an expertly crafted, thorough scene.
Yeah, he added a win. I don't get how this works.
Okay.
I like this direct answer to why is Ray good with
Why are
lightsaber
you
so
swinging
quick?
at backhand? That literally makes no sense.
I like this direct answer to why is Ray good with a lightsaber so quickly. It's like, what
Because
do you
she
mean?
swings it around?
Quickly. She good with her staff.
No, that's
No,
No.
absolutely not.
for one. She's not even.
You'll fucking buy anything.
No, that's not how it works. A person who's an expert with a staff does not equal expert with lightsaber. How many times do people have to say this? And two, she's not even good with the lightsaber in that scene. She accidentally kills a rock. How do you even do that?
Yeah, she fucked up a rock. The rock didn't move.
No.
It's not even training. It's just her fiddle fucking
Just-
around with a lightsaber.
Oh, my
no.
silver
That's
play
all you
button
need
is
to
on the
say to
way,
that. Just
so-
no. Stop it. Put
It'll
it
be
down.
here.
Put her down.
No.
Oh, it was delivered. Oh, my silver play button's been delivered.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I'll pick that up tomorrow, I guess. Neat.
cool.
Legacy of the Jedi is failure.
It's not true.
At the height of their powers, they allowed Darth Sidious to rise, create the Empire, and wipe them out.
I agree with Luke in that sentence that the Jedi failed quite a bit. That's true. Does that mean you should never have Jedi ever again? No.
Yeah, that's obviously stupid.
And that's exactly
You know how a president has failed in your history at some point? That means you should never
Yeah,
have a president
No
ever again.
president ever. Yeah.
why this is who a lot of us
Yeah,
expected Luke to be.
sometimes we elect bad leaders, so we no democracy.
Notice how he's not picking on the actual like dogmatic elements of the religion. He's just saying they failed. If he made the argument the Jedi promote a lack of emotion and that encourages them to make decisions that are inherently against humanity and the living force or something like that, that's one thing. But no, he just says they fucked up at one point. And it's like, so by implication, they didn't mean to do that. Right? And that's the response Ray gives him, and we don't get an answer for it. He's just like, okay, I guess that's true. Do you know this is supposed to be lesson 2, by the way, guys?
Listen to what?
So lesson 1 was he talked about...
Oh, I thought you said less than.
Oh, right. Lesson
Sorry.
1, he's like, the Force is this, that, this, that, this, that. Oh my god, you went into the dark side and runs away. I don't even know what she learned from that as a lesson, but hey, whatever. Lesson 2 is supposed to be the Jedi suck. And it ends with her going, no, they don't, though. And then the scene ends. It's like, what are these lessons? They're just him rambling. Like, he's not even... Just think about Yoda in Empire, man. It's like he's a bit more focused as a teacher, despite being an insane puppet.
Become. He's not even mentioning that the Jedi's teaching of emotion suppressing and fear of anything from the dark side played a big part in his dad becoming Darth Vader.
Yeah, he didn't mention that, which is a flaw with the film, and you've just invented it and added a win counter for that.
It's funny because Luke explicitly says, I'm going to give you 3 lessons. And the third lesson was in the deleted scene.
Yes.
They just don't even address it in the actual cut.
This is going to end up in my videos. There's a quote from, I believe it's Ryan Johnson, it could be Mark Hamill, but they're asked about the third lesson and they say it's for the audience to interpret. How funny is that? They're relying on people like this guy writing the script for them. They're like, yeah, what do you think the third lesson was? And they go, blah, 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 blah. And you go, that was, yeah, you got it. That's it.
Does it ever, like, just shock you how incompetent this movie is?
I mean,
Like, it just doesn't even
The
feel.
shock has worn off.
it's
at this
incredible
point.
that
It's just
it gets these
depression.
reactions, though. Like, look, he just
Stunning.
argued what I was just talking about. Like, the actual flaws with the Jedi religion, if you will, is the lack of emotion. There's lots to talk about when they talk about that, like separation from any people. And Cinema Wins has just used that as a point in favor of Luke's argument when he never mentions it. So how do
Someone
you
in the chat said, "I learned 3 lessons and was never bored." Ray.
was never
Darkseid played a big part in his dad becoming Darth Vader. The lighting in this film is astounding.
Yeah, I like the lighting. Do you guys like the lighting? I like the lighting.
Yeah, the lighting
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
I'm
for the
s-
superficial
I'm
element.
sensing
so
a theme. I'm sensing a theme with what we agree with.
I
The
clapped for
themes?
The theme.
Themes?
My themes.
On each of their
Themes
faces.
are the themes.
I can break you
Wow, that's it for that scene. He's moved on. Okay.
into old man Snook's boudoir.
Benicio del Toro is the man. Just the right amount of creepy mixed with cocky irreverence.
He's a strong actor.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Sure.
I don't know about the character myself.
Yeah, I mean the acting's fine, I guess, for whatever he's trying to portray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
the stuttering is just annoying as hell, but you know.
yeah, I'm not sure what I say. Fine,
No,
whatever.
it's
Moving on.
quirky.
Give him a win. Go ahead.
Look, I'm not saying that if these creatures looked more like spiders with reptile skin, the sympathy factor may be lessened.
What?
But who's gonna deny horses with floppy bunny ears?
I am.
That's-
That looks fucking ugly.
Yeah, and they're just I immediately thought of Trico from The Last Guardian, and apparently a lot of people did too.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to rip off The Last Guardian. It's not a very good thing
I
to
think
rip
Trico's
off.
design is neat. That's what
No,
we're
I-
talking about right now.
I do too, but that's the only neat thing about The Last Guardian.
Yeah, I think we're doing a record here. 3 hours, 9 minutes. That's
Pretty good.
that's horrifically bad.
It's worse than usual.
Hey, that little drunk alien got his payday.
Okay.
Ooh, bottom of the barrel digging here.
I mean,
Also sounds
he's
like he's related
stealing.
to the Joker.
Yeah, he's voiced by Mark Hamill.
I mean-
That's a win.
Okay.
Well, if nothing else, I guess Rose got to...
Put my fist through this whole lousy, beautiful town.
Which is retarded because who does she
Yeah.
think has to mop all this up?
The child slaves.
And
Hooray! I'm glad we
to
didn't
be
take them with us.
perfectly honest with you, the rich people might, after this thing happens, go, man, my insurance is going to pay off.
Did you hear what those 2 resistance people did to our town? Fuck those guys.
gonna help
We're
the
gonna support the New
resistances.
Order even more.
Yeah, their reputation is going to go down the fucking toilet.
Yeah, rather than just being like, "All right, little kid, you ride this way." Right. She's like, "Here's a ring. Now."
Why would you
Uh,
save the children
see you
instead
later.
of saving the animals? Do you value... What are you, not Peter?
I guess not.
No, because if they were
And it's
PETA,
not-
they would have killed the horses.
Here we go again. It's got some fun first-person shots through the streets. Yeah, got
Okay.
some nice shots, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and you know, Hardcore Henry had a lot of person shots too, but
Prometheus
that
had
was
some really
hardcore.
good shots. Prometheus has also got other things, similarly to The Last Jedi.
It's got
Not
some
without
really
some
cool
fun-
shots.
First-person shots through the streets. Ha! Even the entry ramps are spiral staircases in Richtown.
Okay.
yeah, and it doesn't make any sense.
He skipped right over all the convenience. I know that it's like only talk about the good things, so I guess this is exactly what I should expect. It's just superficial, pickings.
That's a good thing you're here, guy from before. For this ship that we need.